Hi, welcome to Car Mechanical. In this video I'm going to go through the top 10 car things to do in Tokyo. So the first one on the list is the Toyota MegaWeb. This is located in Odaiba, and Toyota MegaWeb is a free museum. In fact, it's two free museums with loads of Toyota stuff, but also other manufacturers' bits as well. So it's Toyota showcasing their latest technology, their latest concepts, the ideas that they want to kind of bring out to the market. And on the flip side, you've also got the Toyota History Garage, so you've got all sorts of things in there. So the last time I went into the History Garage, I was greeted by the Sports 800. And then we go across to kind of a special piece that they do, and this tends to rotate what they have in there, but they have sort of rally homages in there. So these are all kind of genuine ex-winning rally cars from various categories over various years. So in the History Garage in this bit, they're always rotating what is out on display, but this is also a tiny part of the free museum that you can go around, or the free showroom. There's a massive part that's got all sorts of cars from AE86s to DeLoreans, classic American cars, classic Japanese cars. So number 2 on the list is car spotting, and there's absolutely loads of car spotting to do in Japan because of most of the cars you see are going to be different to the Western market, but you're also going to see your fair share of rare cars that you wouldn't normally see unless you're going to car shows or you just happen to come upon them in your daily travels. So one I saw was this great Supra here. Also saw this very tricked out Lambo with the crazy light system it's got on there. You also see cars like the Lexus LC500, and this is kind of a rare car, so I was very kind of happy to see this. It's a really nice looking car, especially in the flesh. And then you just kind of make it around on your daily travels and you see things like this. This car not even really heard of before, so you end up seeing stuff like that, snapping pictures and looking into them, all these crazy pink taxis. One of the funny things was there was sort of Ferraris kicking about. There was one just round the corner from my Airbnb. It was interesting to see the Honda Beat, so this was in Harajuku. Just keep your eyes out, you're going to see loads of great cars. Now, a bit more purposeful of a visit is the Honda Plaza. So you can head to the Honda Plaza and they've got the majority of their cars on show. They've also got an Asimo, but you get to see the NSX. Now, I've never seen an NSX anywhere else, so that was really cool to go and see that. They've got quite a cool shop where you can go and buy certain bits and pieces. So with Asimo, they do a couple of shows every day. I wasn't there for that and I didn't want to hang around for a few hours, but you can press some buttons and he will perform a little bit for you. They've got various classic bikes, including the brand new Monkey Bike. So the news of that had just come out days before I'd actually seen it, so it was cool to see that they had that all up and ready. So the next thing on the list is Super Autobacks, or the various automotive stores that you might come across, but there are Autoback stores across Tokyo. I did a video on this one in Shinonome, and there's all sorts of JDM products out there. So whether you want your learner driver stickers or your just pass stickers, whether you want to look at shocks and springs, they've got loads of accessories from alloys, car seats, stereos, just a range of sort of cup holders even. All of this is kind of available, and compared to the UK scene, we don't have anything like this. Halfords is really limited. You're lucky if they've got a half decent shampoo, in my opinion. So if you do go to Super Autobacks, just check it out. It is pretty cool, and there's a few of them littered about, and they even have stuff like tyres outside, so depending on where you're from, it's pretty cool to look at. The fifth one on my list is to indulge in car culture. So this is actually a coffee art I had done of my 924. So I had that done in Harajuku. There's a few places out there to do coffee art, but this is more about looking at the car culture that is around Tokyo and just kind of enjoying it. So you can do gachapon machines, that's 300 yen, and you get these little die-cast models out of them, and they're pretty decent quality for what is like a couple quid. I picked these up in the kind of Broadway. You can also pick up other gachapon things, so I think I picked up this little mini go-karting kit, and truth be told, it's just a little bit of fun. But there's always something car related wherever you are. I don't kind of find if I was somewhere like London that I'd be able to find car stuff as easily as you do in Tokyo. Next one, number 6, and I've done a video on this before as well, is Maricar. So if you've got an international driver's license, you can do a tour of Tokyo or other places in Japan on go-karts, and they do it in 1, 2 and 3 hour tours, and I highly recommend it. The karts aren't the quickest in the world, but the guys make a big effort for you to enjoy yourself, to see the sights around Tokyo, and like the lead kart person that you follow around, he'll stop and take pictures of you and email them to you at the end. And if you want to cosplay, you can dress up as sort of various video game characters. This was something that was really cool. I think when I did it, it was about 10,000 yen, and that's really good value for sort of a full tour that lasts about 3 hours. Next one, arcades. There's loads of arcades in Tokyo, and there's loads of games to enjoy. I'm a huge fan of Initial D. I put loads of yen into my Initial D and improving on this. I'm not fantastic in this little clip here, but I had quite a good time, and I think by the end of it I'd got myself to level 17. I don't even think I'd registered a card here. No, I had registered a card because level 6, but by the end I got myself to about levels 16, 17, and when I go back I'll be continuing to play this game. Loads of fun, but yeah, they've different car sims. There's Sega GT, there's Midnight Club, there's other variations of Initial D, and it's just one of those things. If you're a car guy, you're in Tokyo, you can check it out. It's fairly cheap, it's about 100 yen a pop. Just for equivalency, that's about 70 pen in English money. Another thing, so if you've got your international driver's license, you can rent a car. So the previous time I've been out there, I rented a Toyota GT86 and I drove to Mount Fuji. There's other places like Omuren where you can rent A86s or Skylines, and you can just kind of go out there, have a good time, drive around in Japan. Be prepared for some of the toll roads around Tokyo. They are quite expensive, but if you do get out of Tokyo and you're getting towards the mountains, you can have some fun. Even though it was raining here, I had quite a good time. Toyota offer an English service, so you can call not to reserve a car and they'll set the sat nav up in English for you. I've also mentioned Omuren. Okay, and number 9, which is different to car spotting, is Etosha spotting in Akihabara. Now you might be able to see Etosha in other places, but I can almost guarantee you should see them in Akihabara. So Etosha is where cars are made to look quite loud and they're meant to stand out, and they do it with very normal cars to very special cars sometimes. So I've seen them on Suzuki Swifts, I've seen them on Toyota Serras, I've seen them on GTRs, and you also see them on sort of the minibus, mini wagons that you kind of see here as well, or MPVs. And if you're in Akihabara, you'll typically see these at the weekend, but I've seen them during the day. Sometimes you see Etosha motorcycles and Etosha cycles. So it's just sort of a way of people expressing themselves in Japan, and yeah, if you go and check these out, they are pretty cool to see. And the last one for number 10 that we've got coming up is going to be meets and events. Now there's various websites where you can go to sort of see what's going on, because things happen across the year. There's normally quite a few events that happen in Odaiba, so you can find them on some of the websites that I'm showing here. You can also look at sort of car specific forums because of things might come up. I know that the RX-7 forum reported back on the event that was happening, I think it's in Daifuku. There's the various car shows that happen in Japan that will be listed here too. And it's just kind of about keeping your ear to the ground and looking at the specific time you go. You might get lucky and happen across a car show, or you might need to put a little bit more effort in to kind of find something. Oh, I said Daifuku, it's Daikuku, or Daikoko. So this is a service station area, I think, and there's normally quite a few car meets that are here, so you could rent a car and chance it and go out here to try and see something. But if you can find a forum that sort of lets you know what is going on, it is worth checking it out. And there's also Tokyo Tuner, and you can kind of get a feel by previous events as to what's coming next. But as I mentioned, this is more about kind of putting the feelers out there, doing your research and seeing what might be going on at the time. But there are events that are happening out there. They're not always the most widely publicised, so you're going to have to get into social media a bit to see what is going on. Okay guys, that's it for this video. So this is my top 10 things that you can do in Tokyo. Now, aside from the Mary car, the car rental and the arcade games, all of this is free. All you need to do is get there and to do the things, and it's quite a lot of fun. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button. Please leave any comments or feedbacks in the section down below. But more than anything, thank you for watching.